It was me and the missus' 2-year wedding anniversary, so we decided to go on a cruise. You know, because like being in an NYC apartment is just not intimate enough, not challenging enough. We have to be in a room in a floating hotel in the middle of the ocean. That's how you really can tell that you are in a true relationship.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Honestly wasn't a challenge when it comes to this cruise because we were on the MSC MSC boat. So join us in this episode of Animator Leaves House. This was our first cruise, and we kind of really spoiled ourselves with this one because we became Yacht Club members. And apparently when you're in the Yacht Club, you are more powerful than God. Some of the Yacht Club perks include access to the best suites, a private restaurant, a drink package, a pillow menu. Did you know there's more than 2 different kinds of pillows? I always thought it was just, flat and soft. Get your mind out of the gutter. And remember that issue we had with waiting too long on the line in the last video? Well, guess what? Not this time, baby! When you're a yachty, and yes, I'm going to call us yachties from now on, you could just skip the line like you do. Like you're the cool guy who knows the DJ at the club. You get a private pool and a sun deck and like amazing food. And oh yes, you have a butler, a 24-hour butler, which is insane. And I don't like it. I feel uncomfortable with this kind of stuff. I should never have a butler. Like I'm just walking around like Mr. Deeds.
I am Emilio, sir. I am your servant.
Servant? I don't want a servant, but you want to be my friend? I'll take that.
Friends. Yes. Good friends.
So this is our room where we have the balcony overlooking the beautiful New York City landscape. And speaking of the Big Apple, in our room we had this bowl of fruit. And I know I'm going to sound like a fat moron, but I had no idea what some of these fruits were. Did you know there's little bananas? I thought they were... Get your mind out of the gutter. Then there was this like gravel-ass pear, these testicle-looking things. I thought this was a tomato. And then there was like a yellow grape. I don't know. It was yellow grapes. And just when you thought it couldn't get any weirder, a green apple? And we were off, sailing the seas. I was so tempted to go to the front of the boat and yell out, "I'm the king of the world!" Like that famous scene in Alvin and the Chipmunks, Chipwreck. But I didn't want to embarrass my wife, so I just didn't do it. We spent the rest of the night just eating and drinking and having a great time. We went to the karaoke. I did not sing because all my songs will just depress everybody. I hurt myself today. Why is everyone jumping off the ship? So before I busted up enough courage to belt out a tune or two, we decided to call it a night. And I think we got in the room. I don't know. We might have slept in the hallway. It was pretty hard to get in. The next morning was officially our anniversary day, so we had some breakfast, sent to our room, and we just sat on our balcony and just watched the ocean. And it was just, look at this Instagrammable shot. It makes me want to throw up. It's just so beautiful. The breakfast was good, not great, but come on, this view makes anything taste delicious. Overall, the food on the ship was just amazing, especially at the restaurant. I'm not going to go over every single one in great detail. I'm just going to show you every single thing we ate at this restaurant. Now that we were all bloated and gassy, it was time to go back to our room and just relax and maybe watch a movie. The choices were pretty limited and kind of random. Like, why is nobody wedged between these two movies? What's going on? I think they have something good like Alvin and the Chipmunks Chipwreck or something, but nope. They did have Nope, but I saw it already. And then I noticed some cinema that was a little spicy, if you know what I mean. I don't even think I could read these titles on YouTube, to be honest. I don't think I want to read these titles. Yikes. There was one that kind of piqued my interest, so I figured I'd give it a look.
Did anyone order a pizza? Look at me. I'm the captain now.
No, I wasn't watching anything. I'm just, maybe you want to watch Sing 2? So there weren't many options for movies, and regular channels was just as limited. They had the Food Network, Discovery, CNN, and Cartoon Network. And every night, Cartoon Network showed American Dad and American Dad only. It was just nothing but American Dad.
Good morning, USA.
But who cares about TV? You're on a fucking ship, you know? And we had 3 locations that we were going to stop at, all in different days. So I'm just going to go quickly through the days that we got out of the ship. The first stop was Cape Canaveral, Florida. This spot was the home of Kennedy Space Center, Cocoa Beach, where I Dream of Jeannie lived. Her name wasn't I Dream of Jeannie, it was just Jeannie.
I am going to be a TV star.
You're going to be en route to Cocoa Beach.
And this lizard. Oh, he's gone. Two days later, we reached our second location, and that place was the Bahamas. Ah, crap. Sorry. I meant to put a different track on there. The island music. So we were at Ocean Cay at the Bahamas, and we were driven to a little private section of the island that was just for us yachties. The ride there was very smooth, comfortable, and safe. Once we were there, we lounged around, had some food, and went swimming. And the beach there was just like unreal. It was amazing. I don't listen, I'm not a beach person whatsoever. And whenever I do go to the beach, it's like Coney Island. And I love Coney Island, but the water's not great. I don't know if you ever heard of a Coney Island whitefish. Don't look it up. This water, however, was just so beautiful, so crystal clear. It just looked good enough to drink. And oh my God, was I thirsty. But you shouldn't drink seawater because it's not good for you, you know? You could really get sick, you know? No matter how tempting it may be, you should not drink seawater. I drank the seawater. At first it wasn't a big deal, but then I started feeling these pains in my stomach. And then I started hallucinating. I wasn't myself anymore. Our next stop was another location at the Bahamas called Nassau. I wanted to educate myself and double check to make sure that dressing up like a pirate isn't racist. So we visited the Pirate Museum. I never got my answer, but you know what? The pirate life is for me. It's just so much fun. It was really nice visiting these places, and we would have loved to stay at each one a little longer, but I guess that's what's kind of cool about these cruises. You get little samples of places that you probably might have never thought about going to. So that was our last stop before we went back on the ship and started heading home. I gotta say, I didn't know really what to expect on a cruise. Like, I've never been on a cruise. I've only seen it on TV shows and movies. Both had a great time here, and I don't know whether it's different because we were yachties, but I think even if you're not a yachty, you would still have a good time. This might be a reach, but I feel like the point of being on a cruise is to have like that little taste of what we imagine heaven to be like. Almost like a simulated version of what it would be like. You're floating with the clouds, you're partying every night, you're drinking and eating an enormous amount of food and alcohol without any care in the world. And sometimes you have no Wi-Fi, so you can no longer speak to your loved ones. But this isn't heaven, and just like every other trip, this cruise trip is gonna come to an end, and reality slowly starts breaking through. As we got closer to home, I wanted to surprise my wife with one last gift. Just a little something she can remember this trip by, something that she can cherish for many years to come. And God forbid if there's a time that I'm not around, she'll have this to hold on to and never let go.
I'll take that.
Alvin!
Can I stop now?